Since going extinct millions of years ago, dinosaurs have captured the imagination of pretty much every person we bump into. These giant lizards were a spectacle for sure and would have spelled the end of humanity had they been present today. Hey, thanks for the assist, asteroid. However, this doesn't mean that we're out of the woods yet. There are still tons of animals out here today, and even those who came after the dinosaurs went extinct that are much scarier than their predecessors. Hey guys, and welcome back to another Top Best for Everything video. In today's video, we'll be going over the top 10 animals scarier than dinosaurs. Real quick, just a friendly reminder to like and subscribe to the channel. You're very much appreciated. So, without further ado, here are the top 10 animals scarier than dinosaurs. Number 10. Sabertooth Cat. Not closely related to modern day cats, these saber-shaped canine teeth-wielding cats were one of the apex predators of the Pleistocene era, where they made a living out of hunting large mammals such as rhinos, elephants, and other sort of herbivores, whose sheer size would put the mammals of today to shame. Extremely territorial and hunting in packs, saber-toothed cats were quite an adversary and frightening prospect for other mammals roaming the confines of what we call North America today. Number 9. Leviathan. Looking at a number of shark attacks taking place these days goes on to show that oceans and seas aren't as safe as we once thought. Now go back a few million years and you would actually come across this relatively modern day sperm whale who was so vicious that they were classified as a hyper-predatory sperm whale, reaching lengths up to 57 feet. The Leviathan was basically a killer whale on steroids, gobbling up sharks, seals, dolphins, as well as other whales. Number 8. The Direwolf. Don't be fooled by their majestic looks. Wolves can be as vicious as any animal out there, and the ones that coexisted with saber-toothed cats were as vicious as they come. Before disappearing off the face of the earth around 10,000 years ago, direwolves roamed the Western Hemisphere. According to research, direwolves' bite force was 129% more than that of today's wolves, making them look like puppies trying to clip your ankles. Number 7. Jackal. Just looking at a regular scorpion can give us the creeps and make us freeze for a few seconds. Now imagine going for a swim and coming up against a scorpion larger than Andre the Giant, snapping its claws with menace in every move it makes. These creatures had spring-loaded claws that would snatch up pacifying fish. There were even times when these ancient arthropods would come on shore and they didn't have to worry about getting attacked or interrupted by anything. Number 6. Shortfaced Bears. Before modern grizzlies started making a name for themselves by mauling humanity to the ground, these giant beasts walked the land and boasted an even stronger bite force than their modern day cousins. Unlike grizzlies, who still run very fast, short-faced bears were even better runners before, jumping at their prey and tearing it apart. Number 5. Quetzalcoatlus. Giraffes are adorable creatures, no? But every family has a dark history, and Quetzalcoatlus, cousins of modern day giraffes, did some pretty crazy things back in the day. The Pterosaurs were all very similar to giraffes, but looked like a giraffe experiment gone wrong. Just imagine a predator the size of a giraffe, boasting a 33-foot wingspan with sharp eyesight, looking to scoop up any animal thanks to their 6-foot beaks. Fossil evidence suggests that these creatures were covered with hair, which actually helped them maintain their air temperature while flying. Number 4. Terror birds. If the crazy giraffe bird wasn't enough, the old times gifted up with these birds who couldn't fly but shared the top of the food chain with the likes of wolves and saber-toothed cats in North America. Reaching heights of up to 10 feet, these vicious creatures use their humongous beaks to kill prey of all sizes. Imagine going through a jungle adventure and bumping into one of these birds. You definitely would not stand a chance. Number 3. Archotherium. Most mammals of the Archaeodactyl group aren't very scary at all. The likes of deer, sheep, and llamas are all pretty docile creatures. Even boars are unlikely to attack unless provoked. However, a few million years ago, their cousins, literally cow-sized omnivores, roamed the lands, bearing huge jaws that were used to hunt creatures much bigger than them. And yes, these guys had a taste for prehistoric rhinos larger than the rhinos of today. Number 2. Titanoboa. A few miles from the Caribbean coast, Carajon in Colombia was the breeding ground of the baddest and largest species of snakes that ruled the continent. Roughly 60 million years ago, this area was similar to the topography of the Amazon rainforest, and in it roamed 40-foot-long Titanoboas, and they're the king of the jungle. Regardless of its size, any animal that came near it was swallowed with minimum fuss. Just like a boa constrictor, the Titanoboa would wrap itself around a hapless animal and would then proceed to crush it before gobbling it down. We think evolution that these snakes don't exist today. 20-foot snakes can be managed, but 40-foot with an even greater width, that's a big nope from us. And finally, the one you've all been waiting for. Number 1. The Megalodon. Quite possibly the largest fish that ever lived. The Megalodon thrived from the early Miocene epoch to the end of the Paleocene epoch. This shark existed pretty much everywhere, from the large seaways around the North and South America to the Mediterranean seas. On average, adult megalodons could reach a length of around 34 feet, and the largest one was recorded at 58.7 feet. An adaptive creature, the megalodon would hint in cold waters, giving itself a free pass on all creatures residing in its vicinity. For several thousand years, these creatures made a mockery of the marine environment, wreaking havoc wherever the waters took them. However, during Earth's warmer periods, their habitat receded and they slowly started fading away. Lucky us. Anyway, that's all we have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.